working. There we go. Alright, welcome everybody to another Monster Mash. If I seem a little subdued today, that is because I am sick. I felt for a second I should apologize for that, but I don't need to apologize for that. I'm just sick. So we're going to keep this nice, quick, and easy, and I am going to introduce my players for this evening before we get into our fight against the monster that I have made. So, I lost out on two of my regulars, but I do fortunately still have Dinnerman joining us this evening. Dinnerman, how you doing?
Good. Hello, everybody. I am today playing Rihanna, the human cleric, where anyone might think that she's a cleric of Lika the Teller. She's actually a cleric of Hastur, the King in Yellow.
Very nice. Yellow ties that in
Yes.
nicely. Excellent. Next up, but beyond Dinnerman, we actually have three folks from the Monster Monday Discord that stepped up to help me out with this Monster Mash. So these guys are all newcomers to the stream, and I'm just going to go ahead and introduce them here, starting with Mo.
Hello, everyone. My name is Gabriel Moreira. If some people may see because of my accent, I'm not a native English speaker, so sorry if I say anything wrong. I'm playing to.
And if you have any questions, we'll about what we're saying, we'll do our best to help you.
Thank you. Today I'm playing the Anagaji, Anagaji Barbarian of the Giant Instinct. Hormoon is well, your typical barbarian, loves the heat of the battle, and he will always jump in the middle of it. If he has fun doing it, good. If he doesn't, he'll probably fight another fight along the way.
Excellent. Well, a little worried because this party does seem high damage. Next up, we have Scribbles.
Hey
Scribbles,
everyone, how you doing?
Thank you for joining us.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having me, and hopefully, maybe I'll get a chance to become a regular. I love this kind of stuff. I am playing a Hunger Seed exemplar. Hunger Seed is the royalty-free Oni. I am the Radiant Vera, whose cry is thunder. Always looking for a good fight and a way to prove herself out in the world. To really earn those titles.
Excellent. Well, rounding out the party is Gurren.
Hello, everybody. My name is Guron, and I will be playing Craddock, a flesh warp kineticist, with a pyromancer, I should say. He's a flesh warp, but don't let that fool you. He's actually very devout to Serenay. Serenray, I think it's pronounced it. And he's all about following her tenets and spreading the good word. This is my first time playing Kinesis, and this build I have for him is actually based off of the Agni build on the Full Build Friday website.
Nice.
So I'm a little nervous, but because like I said, I never played, but I'm excited nonetheless.
Well, I hope this build serves you well. Now,
Yeah,
your
me too.
party is a moderately powerful band of adventurers. You have actually recently gone on a plane hopping excursion. You've dueled Afrits, you've swooned sylphs, you've gone all over the place, and you're finally back in the material plane. You're coming up on the village, maybe trading tales about your recent victory, when suddenly you all feel a rush of air behind you, and a figure seems to simply materialize out of thin air. This figure is bizarre. It has purple skin that shifts into a sort of teal around its hands, and more of a ruddy pink down by its feet. However, more notable than this bizarrely colored skin is the fact that it appears to be two people attached at the back. They have tendrils, each face has tendrils like on their chin, and a pair of horns. And As they appear, they waste little time in striking out at you. But before that, I'm just going to go ahead and show you what these guys look like. So let me know when that pops up for you.
Ooh. Creepy.
Yes. Art is, as usual, provided by Seth Monster. This is, just for simplicity's sake, the Jannite. And it is
Jesus.
appearing right
Nice. I like how
behind
each-
Radek.
Like how each finger has 3 nails in it.
Oh yeah. Oh jeez.
So like I
Craddock,
said,
you made a friend.
it just seems to materialize out of thin air and lunges at Craddock with a spear made of crystal, which you can see in the art there.
Yeah.
Oh, an ambusher. Oh, fun.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get into battle.
Okay.
Ooh. Strong start.
Sure.
Okay.
As we are rolling initiative, I would like to battle cry. It
Okay.
allows me to demoralize whenever I roll initiative.
There we go. Okay.
Go for it. Let's see what you got.
Okay,
Boing.
let's try this.
Wasn't there a button to roll initiative?
It's on your
Initiative,
character
up
sheet.
there. Yep, right there.
All right. Oh, 1 second.
Nice.
All right, I had a
Start.
sneeze, but it didn't come. That is a success against this creature's will DC.
God damn it!
So you get it frightened 1, but maybe you're so busy screaming at it, you kind of stumble over your own, like, you're over yourself and get a little tangled up in your gear. You're not moving quite as quickly,
I got you excited.
which means that the Jannite is leading this encounter. All right. What it wants to do here is it's going to start off just by making a simple strike with its crystal spear. And since we got Craddock right here, we're going to make it against him. So, here we go. Ooh,
Excuse me.
that is going to be a critical hit with a 40 total.
Oh Jesus.
Yikes.
And, let's see,
Good thing kineticists are con-based.
you take
Yeah.
46 damage.
Jesus.
Oh jeez.
Very strong opening here from the Jannite.
Yep.
Winning initiative and then following that up with a critical hit. And it's far from done. That was just its first action.
Oh Jesus.
For a
Well, you
free
said you
action,
wanted to make this quick.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I guess if I kill you all, that counts as quick.
I sure did.
For a free action, the Jannite is going to release its spear. And as it does, it leaves it impaled in Craddock. Then, it is going to follow that up with a claw strike. So it's got the map on this. Gotcha. And coming in with 25 points of damage.
Okay.
So very strong start. It is going to finish off its turn by using the grab action.
Oh boy.
So it's going to make an athletics check against you. And this is going to go against your fortitude DC.
Hey, he wants a hug.
Alright, that is 31 against your fortitude DC. Is that a success?
Oh, that's mine's a 22.
Really? Oh wow.
Mhm.
Wait, plus 22? Or you?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
then
a
that's
Yeah,
a
so
failure.
32.
Oh no. Oh never
Because
mind.
remember, you had
Yeah.
10 to your DC.
10 plus your jump.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. Never mind that.
By
I was like,
one.
I was like,
Well, yeah,
there's
that's
no
a-
way you have a 12 at
As a kineticist.
level. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that is a failure because of the frightened. So nice
Oh.
work on Mo. Good job on Mo there. However, that does
Okay.
end its turn and cause it to drop the frightened condition. And fortunately, coming up next is Craddock.
Okay. So I'm very sorry. Do you, is there supposed to be like a map here? Because I don't really see anything.
Interesting. Can everybody else see everything?
Yeah, everything okay
Yeah.
here.
I don't see anything.
Let me try moving your character around. Did that do anything for you?
Nope.
Don't
I
you
just see like
Can you try
it's like every.
refreshing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
So yeah, just to reiterate for people while he is doing that, this thing stabbed its crystalline spear into it, leaving it now without a spear, but has left it impaled in Craddock. And
Okay.
strangely, like as it stabs, it does seem to like crystallize a little bit around the rune, helping secure it in place.
hmm
It's just loading right now.
Yep, that's all good. We got these issues every now and then. Foundry's good,
no.
but it's not perfect.
Yeah, I do remember using Foundry for like one D&D sesh, and I, yeah, it has some stuff. It's still
See, I'm just gonna bring this guy up again while we're waiting to load you back in. So, you do notice similar sort of crystals in the center of their foreheads as the ones they are wielding. Only other thing really of note is that like as it changes its stance, as it stabs at Craddock and like sort of like leans back, lunges, all that sort of stuff, you notice that its knees can bend in both directions.
Ugh, gross.
Don't like that.
can't either.
This guy's just offensive in all kind of ways.
Sorry, it's taking a sweet time to load in.
Yeah, it's usually quicker than this.
Yeah, I don't know for some reason.
Well, so I can at least give you the details of where everything is. You guys are in a sort of diamond formation. You are in the back of that formation, and the creature appeared behind you. So it is adjacent to you, it is right next to you. To your... What is that?
North.
Upper left,
North,
west.
west, yeah. I don't know why I struggle with east and west so much.
I usually get them mixed up as well.
Okay, there we go. Okay, now I'm loaded in.
Okay, can you see stuff?
It says loading Hamlet, so
Okay. Yeah, so northwest you've got Rihanna, southwest you've got Vera, and directly
yeah, there we go.
west...
Now I see stuff.
Perfect.
Yeah, I see it now. Perfect. All right.
Welcome to the party.
Yeah, welcome. I'm just going to, since I have my kinetic aura up, I'm just gonna cast. Bucket. Let me just get my sheet out real quick. I'm just gonna cast Elemental Blast on him.
Okay.
For my first action. Oh wait, I'm grabbed, right?
You are not. It missed the grab by exactly
Oh,
one.
that's right.
Because of
I
frightened.
forgot.
Yep.
That's right. It was like no.
If it wasn't frightened, it would have got you.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna cast Elemental Blast.
Okay.
For my first action.
28 versus its AC is going to be a miss. And just as a reminder,
Jesus.
what you can do if you hover over a character, you can... Ooh, excuse me. You can press T while hovering over a character, and it will target them. And so, like, your roll will automatically go against, like, their AC and stuff.
Okay. Nice. Good to know. For my second action, I think I'm just gonna back away. Because the Elemental Blast is one action. And then I'm just gonna hit it again.
Okay. Yep. Blast, step, blast.
Blast, step, blast. Yep, pretty much. I think I. Let me check that I targeted him real quick. Use the solid. Okay, he's targeted, so we're good. Okay.
Excellent. Yeah, he is. He's got 3 little circles up above his heads.
Okay, yeah.
Fortunately, that will be a miss. So,
Jesus.
2 scorching rays burn from your hands, incinerating the air, but this thing moves with surprising dexterity, dodging and ducking out of the way, and bringing us to Rayana's turn.
All right, first I'm going to cast down,
Ooh,
and then I will cast down 2-action arm versus living.
okay. Make sure I got the Jannite selected, and I am assuming that you're targeting the Jannite.
I am, yes.
Okay. Because there are other people you could target here.
I'm not
yes.
turning on
right.
everybody.
Thought maybe you want to after you saw that opening
I-
from the
I-
Jannite.
I appreciate the checking.
Natural 1.
It's gonna be a fast game, huh?
I'm not used to the things I try to do working. I click roll damage now, right? Okay, I'll click on that. And then
Woo!
wow, 2 1s. That's phenomenal. Cool.
It'll get cast down effect,
Oof. Oof.
and it's going to be prone.
Wait, does cast down do other things?
If
Oh my
the
gosh,
target
critical
critically fails
fail.
its save, it takes a -10 footsteps penalty to its speed for 1 minute.
Holy crap, I wouldn't have expected that to work out. Alright, and then
is
I guess if
brutal.
it critically failed, it
I
would
am
take
glad,
double
though.
that.
God, what a beautiful damage roll.
Yeah.
Beautiful. To whom?
To me,
And
the guy
I
running the
also-
monster.
I also get 5 health back. Cool, that's my turn.
All right. Good turn. Vera.
Vera is going to step up to the streets, you know.
Yep.
And spinning her spear, try to stab it down into the Jannite to show it how a spear is really done.
Okay.
And now that I said that, I'm gonna roll a 1. So I know me.
Let's see if you got it.
Trust.
Thankfully, you're the only one with hero points, so you can undo
That's
this.
that's true.
Oof, not a 1, but not much better.
I
Bruh.
am, however, going to use that first hero point, just
Okay.
because I want to start. I want to at least try to start this
With
off
a strong
with a hit.
start. I get you. All right, that's much better. And actually, because of its being off guard due to being knocked prone, that is going to be a hit.
Nice.
So let me see some damage. Okay.
Good damage.
Yeah, only 10 less than the critical failure on the harm.
And then I think I will. I'm not injured. Since it's in a bad position, I'm going to attack with map.
Okay.
No,
Oof.
I mean, hey, that's fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. That brings us to our barbarian.
Finally. So, let's start things right. I will rage. Start with...
You got to
Okay.
do that when you rolled initiative, actually, so it doesn't even use an action.
No, it's a free action,
Oh,
and you can't have multiple free actions on the same trigger. So he used his thing to battle cry.
Yeah.
my mistake.
Unfortunately.
And I think I did the right choice, honestly.
Yeah.
So, I'm not gonna rage.
Okay.
Play the effect.
14 temp HP from effect Rage.
So then, now that I am already raging, I will stride up to the creature. Since we already are a competent bunch, I would like to say, I will try to flank the creature
Okay.
to the other side.
Makes sense.
And last action, I strike.
Let me check something real quick. Okay. You're going to go ahead and strike. I'm going to use a reaction. Honestly, I should have used this earlier, but I was just enthralled listening to you guys. Craddock,
Yes.
I need from you a will save.
Oh no.
No, please don't tell me.
Holy crap.
I don't like where this is going.
That's so cool.
I think I know what he's gonna do, and I don't like it.
So if you
Okay,
have your
let me
character
just-
selected, you should be able to click on the will save in the chat, and your character will roll against it.
Okay. Oh, I see. We'll say I'm just gonna go to my character recall site.
Please.
Okay. Okay. Here we go.
See it?
I got it. Oh, maybe. Oh,
Okay.
woo!
All right.
Woo!
Even with the -1 that you take, so as this axe is coming down or this spear is coming down, the Jannite sort of like reaches out to Craddock, and as he does, you can feel that the spear it impaled you with sort of like thrum, sort of like resonate, and you feel like your body is being pulled, but you stand firm against it, and nothing really happens. All right, go ahead
God.
now.
Serenade protects me.
Yeah, this time.
Okay, so let me go ahead and strike him now, and let's see. That
Ooh.
is
Almost a crit.
38.
Almost a crit. Definitely a hit, though.
Now, apply damage, and
Is that applying off guard to the Jannite? Because when I attacked it, it said off guard.
Yep, I've got my off guard in there.
Okay.
+5 +4. I am using an oversized weapon. Oh. There is a little bit more damage here than it had manually, by the looks of it.
Okay.
+10. Okay, it's
So your spear strikes down, stabbing into the flesh of this thing. And as alien as its appearance is, it is a little surprised that this sort of teal blood like pours from its wounds.
Sorry. Oh no, fuck it. I'm gonna just roll normally then.
Okay.
Wow,
Oof.
amazing.
Oof. Well, it takes all of that. That all goes through.
God damn it.
Only +9? Oh, on that?
Yeah, the thing is, I was kind of lost over there, so I didn't put it, but it's had to be a +10 damage. Because I'm using a larger weapon.
So,
So
8 more damage?
technically 26. Yes, please.
Okay. I will apply that. There we go. That is all 3 actions, which means we are back to the Jannite's turn. So, it's going to start off by standing.
I have reactive strike.
Okay. Go for it.
Stay down!
Actually, as you go for it, because it is the start of my turn, I can use reactions once again. So, Craddock, go ahead and give me another will save.
Hey, I'll do that. Let me do that. Listen.
So it'll stand, that'll trigger the reaction you take. But unfortunately, as you strike down at this creature, it and Craddock suddenly change position.
Oh, hello.
Let me move this over here.
Hello.
Craddock, you're not at half hit points or less, are you?
My health is at like 79, I think.
And what's your max?
I do.
140.
Okay, so not at the half health.
That's
Just
good.
Just over.
So
That's
Yeah.
good.
So Craddock, once again, this thing stands, and as it sees the blade coming towards it, it reaches out to you, and the spear impaled in your chest sort of like twitches and thrums, and it glows before you suddenly find yourself switched positions with the Jannite and receiving a blow from Vera.
Does a 33 hit you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
All right,
That's so
let's
cool.
see some damage.
No, you're fine.
Ouch.
23 points of damage. All right.
Mm-hmm.
For its next action, the Jannite turns on Rihanna. And in quick succession, each sides of the body swipe at you with like one claw. It's just like sort of turns, and like as you accept one blow, it is already turning to hit you with a blow from the other form, as it uses twinned strikes.
Mhm.
So, first claw comes out at A 38,
God damn it.
which looks like it is a crit for
And that is slashing, right?
56. Yeah, 56 points of slashing.
Perfect.
Christ.
As it cuts into me, I release a blood vendetta.
Okay. It will attempt a will save.
Sorry, I can't hear you guys right now.
And I will take that.
I'm trying to-
Fucking damage.
Uh,
You should fail it.
succeeds on the will save. It takes half the persistent bleed damage. So I'm just going to apply the spell effect to it, and we'll have the damage whenever we roll for it.
Okay.
It then makes another claw strike at the same multiple attack penalty as per Twin Strikes. Increases as normal, does increase until after both strikes are made. Perfect. Ooh. Oh, but a 3, that still gets ya.
A 3? Holy smokes. Alright, yeah. That's
Hits you
2
exactly.
hits.
Alright, that'll be another.
As long as it's not
Ooh,
that
max
high.
damage. 32 points of damage. It has one action remaining,
Of course.
and I get to do something a little special here. As it slices at you, you get this weird sensation like you are being pulled somewhere.
Mhm.
And I need you, there we go, to make a will save. Alright, critical success. You are unaffected. So this pulling sensation like suddenly dies down, and this thing sort of like snarls.
I'm too willful.
You are. I'll have to break that. Karatic.
Okay. What do I wanna do?
Oh boy. Okay. There was a.
Can we remove the spear from Craddock to
Also, real
stop
quick,
that?
Yes.
it's bleed. It's half bleed.
Oh, yeah. That should have triggered at the end of its turn.
I think you gave him the failure effect, which is it has a weakness to
Oh,
piercing.
you're right. Alright, where is... is bleeding something you can even add?
Yeah, if you right click and go to
Persistent damage.
assign.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
How much is the damage?
It is 2d6, of which it
6.
takes half.
Bleed. DC 15. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna go just rewind time real quick. And do that. That should trigger it. It did not for some reason. Okay, so he will take half of that. Roll his recovery check.
Fail.
Hits it exactly. Okay, Craddock, my bad. Now you may proceed. And you were asking if the spear could be removed? Yes. It seems like, despite it trying to sort of embed itself in you, it can be removed with a single interact action.
Then I guess I'll do that then.
Okay.
Do I need to roll anything or?
Nope.
Okay, just pull it out. Okay.
Yep.
And then.
So you pull the spear out, and as you sort of like toss it aside, it crumbles and just sort of like blows away.
All right. I am going to run up to the guy and attack him with my my magma spike.
Okay.
You targeting one creature within your reach. Roll attack. Roll the under attack. Okay. I'm just gonna roll real quick.
Ooh. Oh man.
Damn.
Are kineticists still only trained at 9th level?
Yeah. They follow spellcaster progression.
That unfortunately will be a miss then.
That's fine. Well, not fine, but whatever.
Actually, it has you using dexterity to make... Wait, no, Magna Spike's not a kineticist thing, is it?
says that. No, it's because of Lava Soul. It's my Ifrit ancestry
Yep.
feat.
Gotcha. Okay, I was wondering why it was using dexterity
Yeah,
and
no,
stuff like
it's
that.
from my ancestry.
Okay.
And that's my turn because I used one action to move closer to him, and then my third was attack.
Okay.
Wait, one action to move. Magus
One
Max
action
the
to remove
second.
the spear.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Yeah.
Rayana.
Fire trucks. Okay, I think I am going to. Really don't want to do that. Okay. We are going to do. Okay, 1, 2, and that will leave me with one more. First action, I'm going to do. You know what? We'll do it like this. We're going to do
Sure.
another little spell shape. Same
Okay.
thing. Cast down. We're going to do a one action harm
Okay.
on
And I'll
your boy.
roll my fortitude save. Thought it was about to be a 1 again. It is
Right.
not. It is a 33, which is a success.
Which, yeah, that's unfortunate, but it does still fall prone, thankfully. Let me read that again. I just put
Yep.
it there.
The creature you cause to take damage.
Any
Creature's knocked
damage.
prone.
Beautiful. Oh, cool. And I also get 5 health back. Please.
Heck yeah.
How do we
Ooh,
do
good.
that?
You rolled much better on that damage too.
It's higher than a crit. And then, so it takes half. And then, my last action, I'm going to. Where is it? Right there. We're going to do something a little silly. I'm going to create a diversion. And I have distracting performance. So I'm attempting to create a diversion for Vera. So that if I succeed, she will start her turn hidden from this jerk.
Okay.
I'm going to do that by orating a little section of a play I like to call The King in Yellow. And since I am orating, I mean, I think it makes sense that I get the little bonus from my persona mask, right? That's another thing I think that got wrong. I think I have a greater and it gave me.
I'll give it to you.
All right, perfect. Let me double check Path Builder that I have the greater persona mask. Please be quick. Please be quick.
So you spend one action to reach out and like touch this thing, and it just gets hit with this wave of void energy that forces it onto the ground.
I do have it, so I'll just give myself an extra +1, like that. And all right, here we go.
As it's laying there trying to sort of pick itself up.
Cool.
you can-
My turn.
Speaking at it, is there any effects for a critical failure on a creative diversion?
No, I just don't do it, and the
Okay.
creatures are aware.
Creature's hyper vigilant. All right,
You go,
Vera.
I know that play, and it sucks.
You bit your tongue, Dino.
Yeah.
At the start of my turn, I recognize the flow of battle.
Ooh.
Until the end of my next turn, I am quickened.
Ooh.
I can only use the extra action to strike or stride.
Okay.
I'm going to use that bonus action to first stride to move over, so I'm in the flank.
Mhm.
Then I'm going to attempt to strike, and hopefully not hit my friend this time.
So I do want to point out, while you do notice that it while it is off guard due to being prone, it does not seem to be off guard due to your flank, as both heads watch you and the person you are flanking with.
That makes sense.
Ah.
It has
Does
all-around
not-
vision.
Does not surprise me. But we are going to attempt with the... Hey, there we
Ooh,
go.
Yeah, that's a hit.
I will
Good hit.
happily take that.
30 points of
All right.
damage.
Lord.
Nice damage.
Good damage.
And now let me double check this.
You ain't looking good.
I get to know when he is at half health or less because
He's there.
was he there before I struck? That's the important question.
Let me see. Let me undo this.
I apologize.
Math hard. No, I think he was 1 point above.
That's perfectly fine. I
half
just
health.
now deal bonus damage, so that's perfectly fine. Even though it currently doesn't do me any good, I am going to spark my transcendence off of my Barrow's Edge. My last action was a successful hit, so I
Okay.
heal for half the damage I was dealt. I wasn't dealt it, or I dealt, but I'm full health, so that doesn't matter. However, because I am the Radiant, Rayana gets to heal 22 hit points.
Ah, very nice.
And because my cry is thunder,
Thank you.
the Johnny,
Jannite.
Jannite, the Jannite must make a Fortitude saving throw. Oh, I can actually put that in the. I forgot.
Yeah.
Whose cry is thunder? Yeah, just
Add it to the chat.
do it. It won't actually.
Okay, then I can just roll fortitude. It's fine.
If you click on the icon on the left, it should spit it out into the chat.
Oh, I was doing it from the abilities. Yeah, if I go to here, I can do the.
Got it. Alright, I'm just gonna roll fortitude. Oh,
There it
Yep.
is.
31.
I believe a 31
Looks like a
does
success.
that is a success. That's fine. It was added anyway. However, I choose to become charged with electricity.
Okay.
So that was my free action to move. Then I struck. My second action was to spark transcendence. My third action. So my fourth action is to place my spark back in my Barrow's Edge.
Okay. Awesome.
And I'm done.
Alright, that brings us to our barbarian.
Alright, so let's start again. I will use an action to use Giant Stature.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like that.
So
More
let me
damage.
Select myself and apply effect. Alright. Hormone just grows in height and size. Now he's a little bit bigger than he was. I get
Clumsy.
I get cleansing because of the sheer size, but I get reach as well.
Yep.
So now what I'm gonna do is, for the second action, I will stride to get just over here. And as the last action, I will strike with my Great Axe.
Okay, the great axe. So this thing's
And
down
now-
on the ground again. You bring the axe down.
And we... God
Oof,
fucking
but
damn it.
miss. Just barely miss. Alright. It is the Jannite's turn. It doesn't have anybody stabbed. It knows you've got that attack of opportunity. So it is just going to take that chance and stand up.
Well, I will take that attack of opportunity.
He's
Okay.
standing, get him!
He's standing up. Get him. Let me target that on. All right.
Now there should be a little bit less damage on your weapon because you don't have your spark charged.
Remember,
anymore.
as my last action, I placed my spark back into it.
I missed that. Okay. Go for it. Oof. Nope.
I'm
Dude's
gonna
not
hero point that.
Ah, there it is. Ooh.
I'll happily
Oh.
take that.
Okay, well, hold
Jesus.
up. It's not a critical hit because it's getting it off guard because of flanked.
But he is still prone when he triggers the attack, so he'd be off guard from
No,
prone.
I remember reading about this. You don't you trigger the reactive strike comes after they stood. So
That's interesting.
I'll double check on that. Roll me regular damage for now, and if it ends up
that's fine.
being a crit, I will take
I
it again.
I believe you. Like, I'm not gonna. Oh yeah, and then the damage, which is more now because he's below half.
24.
So
Okay.
24. Nice.
Still alive.
Face me, monster.
So
If it's
one
him-
thing,
Sorry, please.
the thing that I notice is that the requirements for reactive strike say a creature within your reach uses an action, like uses a manipulate action or a move action.
Standing is a move action.
Yep. Yeah. So they've used the action.
Yeah. But I thought it because it was in reaction to. They have to actually use the action. So yeah. No, I get you.
Yep. And like I said, I think I'd heard that somewhere else. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me down in the comments.
I think that's
or
just a holdover from 1E.
the Discord.
Just one of those rules issues that was a holdover from 1E that I haven't trained myself out of yet.
Yeah.
I do think you're wrong because I would prefer the crit to go through.
Unfortunate for you. Just for that, I'm going to spend a second action to manifest a spear.
Ugh, don't like that.
So you see it sort of like
that's
reach out with one of its hands, and a crystalline. It just seems to like pluck a crystalline spear out of the air that wasn't there before. Then, it has one action remaining. And I think there's no reason for it not to use Twin Strikes. So it's going to make these against Vera.
Ah.
Of
And
any kind. Cool.
the first strike will be a spear.
Okay.
Excuse me.
It looks like a crit. 38.
38 is a crit. However, he takes backlash damage.
That he does.
So
So
he takes
1d6, right?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to roll the damage for the crit if you want to roll the damage for the electricity.
Oh.
And see, I wanted to hit you so that way you had some damage you could heal.
Yeah.
Oh, you're such a chill and nice guy, aren't you?
I tried.
That's
I
interesting
tried.
as well because like you being the person who triggers the reactive strikes, he can't switch places with you and you hit yourself.
I've not been impaled yet, so.
Well, you just were.
Oh.
As it buries the crystal spear in your torso.
Oh no.
And then, because it is doing that, because its second strike is going to be a claw strike. So we still got you targeted. Here we go. Is that
I would
another?
prefer.
That's
Well,
a
yeah.
38. Oof, yeah.
Yeah, you have. He has an
Oh,
insane to hit. He's gonna be
I'm
crit.
He's got a high to hit.
What the fuck? Is that your like fourth or fifth crit?
Let's see. He opened with one. It's 40 damage to Vera.
Jesus.
I'm starting to feel it.
For what it's worth, he is really hurt. You guys should be able to take him down in like two more hits or so.
Cool.
Speaking of which, Kratic, it is your turn.
All right. So I'm going to
Craddock,
attack him.
Real quick, Craddock, can I ask a favor of you?
Yeah.
Can you use one action to pull the spear out of me so he can't put me in the way of your attack?
You know what? Yeah, sure. I can do that.
Smart. That's smart.
It's very cool.
So I move. Do I have to move over to him and do
Nope,
that?
you're
already-
adjacent to him already.
Pull out the
Okay, perfect. Then
spear!
Then I'll just use my action to pull the spear,
Nicely
and then
done.
since
I
I'm
just
close by
imagine
to
the
him,
creature sees that, he's like, "You motherfuckers." You go."
and then I'm gonna use magma spike to attack him.
Okay, not elemental blast.
Maybe Nick. We'll see. If this is okay, this is works. So yeah, no, fuck that elemental blast then. All right, fuck this elemental blast. Do I roll the no? Do I roll the second attack penalty?
Yep.
For or is it a different attack?
This is your second strike with the elemental blast.
Okay, then I'll do. Okay, then make sure. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. Jesus.
I feel you.
That
I
-5.
feel you.
Just really sucks.
All right.
Yeah, that's Saturday fails me.
Yeah. Well, for what it's worth, somebody has to get the bad luck for the Monster Mash. Usually
know what? That's
usually
fair.
usually it's Dinner Man.
Yeah, it's usually me. I still remember my first mash. I did so badly. That was when I was Parsley from High Guardian Spice, and I wound up being turned to stone because I rolled so poorly.
I was thinking about the Stone Scourge encounter the other day.
Yeah, it's so funny.
The giant earthen.
I will say,
Sure.
Craddock, at least you managed to prevent him from being able to shunt damage to someone else.
Yeah,
Mhm.
That's
yeah,
true.
that was.
I'm the more for it.
All right, Rihanna.
The only thing that's funny is even if you hadn't done that, it wouldn't have mattered for this spell. I cast Divine Wrath. It only targets enemies, so even if he switched places, it still would have hit him only.
Fair enough. All right, Fortitude
20-foot
save. Here
burst.
we go.
Big boom. I should have done a recall knowledge first to see if Fortitude. It's fine.
Well, he fails.
Roll damage. And he's sickened.
He is sick of you.
He's about to be
Heck
sick
yeah.
of life.
He's
Um,
also like on his last legs.
Okay, last action, one action harm.
Okay.
Oh, let me click that.
He's sickened now, so has a -1 on his Fortitude save here, which means he fails.
Death.
Yep. Man, that was more than your
God.
crit.
That was the best
Ooh.
damage I've rolled. And I healed 5 health again.
Heck yeah.
And the Jannite falls.
Jolly well done, fellows.
Good.
This sneaky foe has fallen before our might.
Good job, gang.
Sure. Tormund's
Play-
not happy.
Play Sarah and Ray.
If you guys are up for it, we're going to do a quick little look over on
Sure.
the design of this creature. I'm
Mhm.
going to remove
Sure.
its penalties, and then I will configure ownership so that you guys can all view it. So you
Yeah,
should be able to
maybe.
check it out in the monsters folder. And while I'm doing that, I do want to say, anybody who is watching the stream or watching the YouTube, this is the part of the night or the part of the test, where we sort of relax and we discuss the design of this creature. So if you don't want to watch that, thanks for stopping by, thanks for watching this, have a good night, and
We were
will
happy to
catch
have
you.
you.
Yeah, absolutely. We are absolutely happy to have you. And we'll catch you next time for some more Monsters to Mash. Now, the Jannite. This encounter went pretty quick, but this is an easy encounter. It's a level 11 creature. You guys are all level 10, and that's usually what I run it as. The Jannite's overall design is as a skirmisher. However, it doesn't use its speed. Instead, it has at-will level 4 translocates.
And it has a lot of teleportation.
A lot of teleportation in general, yeah. So it is has high maneuverability about the battlefield, and it can compound that with like its twin strikes to still make the most out of its turn.
You know, I feel actually the MVP here was Rayana. Not every time that we knocked it prone, we pretty much hampered its ability to do its favorite things.
Yeah,
Yeah, it will basically negated all of his movement, all of his ability to kate us down.
Well,
Yeah.
it still could have teleported, but yeah, it's just
Yep.
like I need to stand up anyway. But
Yeah.
exactly.
I guess that's how it moved in first, and that makes sense. Why?
It did a
'Cause
interplanar teleport actually.
Oh, okay. I looked
I'm
a
glad
little.
it didn't. I'm
I
glad it
looked
didn't
ahead.
get a chance to translocate Craddock away, though. Jeez,
Yes.
dimensional drag.
Yep. It can drag people away. One thing that it kept critting anyway, so it didn't really matter. But has teleportation tactics, so that you're off guard to it when it first teleports around.
Ah,
It's got that hostile juxtaposition, and if it had landed 2 claw strikes, well, it did. It can
It
do
did,
that
it did.
rift rend to send somebody 30 feet, which can include 30 feet straight up.
ooh,
Oh, that's fucked up.
Oh, okay, that's funny.
that's rare. Most teleportation effects, I believe, have to be to a safe square, don't they?
I'll double check the teleportation trait.
Oh no, I'm just saying that's I thought again. Most of the teleport effects I've seen usually are like to a valid space or something. But
Yeah, I would. If anything, I would put that in because if it hits twice, it's getting an extra 15 damage, which is pretty.
and if it's fighting on level,
is
it's
a
likely
third-
critting.
It's
It is a
based
third
on.
action.
It's
I thought
effectively
it was,
based on rend,
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Maybe that makes
which
sense.
Yeah,
usually just deals like claw damage, which is
But also,
usually
now
much
that I'm
higher
thinking about
However,
than 15.
depending on
it
where
does
you're
rend
fighting,
and also can knock prone.
Yeah,
depending on
Right,
where
but
you're
this-
fighting, you just
But
like,
this doesn't
hit.
feel like Yeah.
now
we
you're
could-
off 800-foot cliff and you're dead.
Yeah.
If the GM's a real jerk.
Yep. And
I mean, that's
always
any
the issue.
monster, though. Yeah.
But first impressions. What do you guys think?
Very,
think
very
Very interesting.
spooky.
Yeah.
I liked him.
Mhm.
I think he was frail enough for the damage he was outputting, because he was outputting a fair amount of damage, but went down pretty quick.
Yep.
I think it's really cool. One, I'll wait until we get to later, but I have a suggestion. I'll say it now. I think it could be cool since it has the two heads, the duality perspective. If you give it an action that gives it an extra reaction to use hostile juxtaposition twice.
Sort of
And
like
maybe
the
that's
preparation.
limited. Exactly. Yeah.
It can spend an action to gain a second reaction in between its turn. I could see that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can.
And then that cuts
That
down
would
on
be-
the insane amount of damage it does during its turn.
Yeah. I mean, it still needs to impale people to use its hostile juxtaposition.
Yeah. And it's easy enough for us to take it out, thankfully.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, first impressions are good. Let me give you guys a little bit of background. This is actually something that my brother came up with. He wanted me to build it into Pathfinder, bring it into Pathfinder. And this monster is actually inspired by the Greek god Janus, who, if you guys are familiar with him, he's got the like dual head, looking like both ways, and was like the god of doorways and stuff.
Teleportation, two heads. I see it.
Yep.
I know him from
Mhm.
Smite, but he doesn't have two heads in Smite.
Oh, they're wrong.
Yeah.
Well, ain't that cute?
But yeah, like I said, they are designed as skirmishers, and actually, their main purpose. So they live like in between the planes,
Oh.
and what they are is they are interplanar bounty hunters.
Mm-hmm.
And so you guys, in your interplanar adventures, ticked off some noble, and they send one of these guys after you.
Just a question. A question. Are they solitary creatures? Good.
That varies. They can be solitary. They can, they have like their own sort of like society and stuff like that. And some of them are very like
Okay.
prideful hunters. Because there's already two of them to a person.
Makes sense.
Is it actually essentially two separate people who are combined, or is it one person with two heads?
It's got the two heads, but they have separate brains, separate like personalities and stuff.
Okay.
One thing I noticed, which for a test like this doesn't matter, there are no languages.
Yes, they actually speak a ton of languages. I just didn't want to write
Mhm.
them out because, like you said,
Yeah,
it
okay.
doesn't matter.
Right.
But they
Okay.
speak like Abyssal, Aklo, Celestial, Common, Draconic,
That makes
Infernal.
sense. If they're going to if they can go to every plane, then it makes sense they would
Yeah.
speak all those languages.
But they don't share any languages. The heads.
That'd be very funny. One language.
Yeah.
One head speaks one language.
Yeah,
It's having
I
a
mean,
conversation with one, the other one's like, "What are you
he needs,
saying?"
he needs to turn around to talk to everyone. Like,
I'm
Like,
gonna leave
hold
that
on,
more
wait.
up. I'm gonna leave that more up to like GMs that want to use them and stuff like that.
That's
That's not
really
like
Yeah.
Design wise, they are dexterity based. They have a high dexterity for their level, but they're still decently strong with a moderate strength, a low constitution, intelligence, and charisma. Because they are meant to be like bounty hunters, they also have a moderate wisdom, and that does play into their high perception.
All right. Makes sense.
So now, in addition to having dark vision, something that didn't really come up is they have, I think this is a cool ability, teleportation sense.
Oh.
yeah, it plays really well into the idea of the interplanar.
Bounty
Bounty
hunter, yeah.
hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very
I-
basic, but I think a lot of fun flavor-wise.
If anything, if you think about, the idea of like planes and stuff, to me, 1,000 feet seems very small.
It does.
I feel like maybe a mile or more might be good for that.
Okay, I can agree with that. 1 mile. It's not often that you see an ability that's
100 miles.
planetary.
Yeah, I mean, planetary, maybe. Well, yeah, because planetary, and then it goes to that spot, and then if people start walking, it needs to like, all right, now I will find. But 1 mile's a little bit more reasonable. than like
Yeah.
anyone on a planet. It knows.
Yeah. Skills. It's actually got a good range of skills. It has a extreme survival because again, bounty hunters.
Mhm.
Their dexterity sees them use a high acrobatics. They have a moderate athletics because they do have that grab ability. And then after that, they've got Arcana and Occultism, both at low, and that uses those specifically because all the teleportation spells are arcane or occult.
Okay, I was gonna ask. That makes perfect sense.
Yep. And they also have a high stealth because again, dexterity, and they're hunters. Armor class. They are, like I said, they're dexterous, high armor class. Hit points are moderate. They're the low end of moderate, which is one of the reasons why I went down so fast. It doesn't have like its only protection is its hostile juxtaposition. And then saving throws, it has a low fortitude, a moderate will, because most teleportation spells are will based, or at least they were in first edition. And then a high reflex, because again, it's got that high dexterity.
Mhm.
Attack bonus, it has a high attack bonus for its claws, and then a low attack or moderate attack bonus for its spear, whether it throws it or it just stabs somebody with it. In part because like the spear, they all deal the same amount of damage, but whereas the claws have like agile and grab, impale is a little bit like deadlier in the Jannite's kit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because not only does it make you open a hostile juxtaposition, as long as you are affected by the impale until you like pull it out, you do take that -1 circumstance penalty to any saves against effects with the teleportation trait. So makes you a little bit more susceptible to getting thrown around. All its damage is moderate.
Mhm. Yeah,
And
because you're trading off the damage for the damage your teammates are gonna do.
yep. Um,
Oh,
and its
actually,
abilities tend to use DC 30, which is high, whereas its spells use DC 27 because they are a little bit more combat capable, and that is a moderate DC. Sorry, you were saying?
Sorry, guys.
I
Sorry,
was
guys.
going to. Oh, go ahead.
I gotta head out soon. So,
Oh,
but thank you guys for the
Oh,
no,
yeah.
thank
session.
you for
Thanks for
helping. It was
playing.
great having you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Have a good night.
Okay.
BB.
Yes, that's me.
The reactive strike would have had to have hit him while he was still prone, because if you crit, you interrupt the action.
Only if it's manipulate.
I thought it just said you interrupt. Well, but then if it's but they've already used the manipulate action. By the same logic of they've already moved, so they already completed the move, they already completed the manipulate. So it's the same logic, isn't it?
No, I think it's because the reactive strike specifically calls out like if it's a manipulate action that triggers it. If you crit, it disrupts it. But why move or manipulate is different from move in this case. But
And the
yeah.
trigger was a manipulate action. Yep, right there. Yep.
Yeah. I feel like in the past we've done it that it still counts while they're prone, but I think also in the past we've done it they're usually flanked as well, so it doesn't matter.
But any issues with the numbers?
I almost feel like since it's so important to his kit, I feel like the spear should have higher bonus.
A higher bonus?
Because in this improved grab is in the remaster, isn't grab automatic after you hit?
No, that was
It
before.
just
That was the
costs an
pre-master.
action? That was
You
pre-master.
need to use an action to grab.
Grab
just
is an
being
action, and you have to make an athletics check.
You do
Improved
still
grab
make
is still a
action?
free action, but you still have to make an athletics check.
Okay, I could have sworn I heard something.
I will say it having even a higher bonus to
Attempt. Yeah, there you go.
to hit is scary because it was already critting every time it swung.
Oh yeah, that's the one thing I think maybe it having. I don't know if there's other monsters that have this as well, but it having the same max for its twin strikes is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a little
that's
based
pretty common.
on double slice, but that
Mhm.
then again that is a 2-action ability. I know. I can
Not
make it
for
2
much.
actions.
Not for
double-
much longer. For a fighter, double slice becomes a 1 action by like 14.
Really? Oh wow.
They have to take the class feat, but they can do it. So.
One
Okay.
thing that I would say to use in the claw strike is to reduce the damage to die and add a trait of, for example, like deadly or fatal. So if it crits, it will give a lot more damage, but the base damage of the claw will be lesser.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would agree with that. The claws do the same. The claws have the same attack line as the spear, so the spear being its air quotes signature weapon doesn't make any sense because it's no better with it. Better.
But here's but here's another. I don't play as a player that much, so I've never read double slice. But it says if the weapon isn't agile, it takes a -2. So maybe even adding
is-
that would at least make it a little bit less.
Well, the claws are agile, so
Right, but I'm talking about if it uses the spear. But I guess the claws
Ah.
have the higher bonus, so you'd be more likely to. But then you wouldn't, get the impaling. So it would presumably be less appealing to twin strike with the claws, where you could potentially stab 2 people with the spear and have 2 juxtapositions ready.
so the spear can only stick in one person, though. I think.
They have, can it? I know they have 2.
They would need to have 2 spears to begin with.
I guess there's
Um,
no reason they couldn't have 2 spears to begin
Mhm.
with.
And then they would
Other
need
thing.
to use 2 actions to manifest 2 different spears.
Yeah, one thing that I would say that in a frontal battle, like it happened right now, it is an ideal usage, I would say, but after when the party is going to rest, and some people are already spent or not half health, this gets so much more dangerous. If it goes with that idea of being a bounty hunter and the opportunity,
Oh yeah,
like,
no, this is definitely an amp. Like how dangerous this thing is when you fight it in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, in all
I mean,
fairness,
that is true for a lot of monsters.
As I have learned as a player in multiple 2E campaigns at the moment, no one goes to bed with the injured. It takes so little to actually get back to full health,
Yep.
especially at this level.
yeah, the thing is, they spend resources. Not necessarily being at low health or sleeping,
No,
but
they don't.
not having that spell slot, not having
yeah.
that 2 use per day skill. That can be really hard to deal with. And I love it because of that. It makes the players make some hard decisions. For example, the one when the Arknesset Kravak needed to pull the spear out of Vira. That was a smart usage of the skill, a way to counter it. If you had 2 spears, it would be even worse. You need to think, I'm gonna not attack and just prevent my allies to being hit for another from each other, or gonna hit and try it anyways. And if you think about giving a second reaction because I have 2 heads and all the jazz, it's even better.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I like the second action. So yeah, just running down the abilities real quick. We saw the hostile juxtaposition.
Yep.
This is pretty stringent. It has to be against an impaled creature.
And they
it
get a
just gets
save.
to switch places. Yep, high DC save. Though they are taking that -1 since they have to be impaled for it to use it. Manifest Spirit has Manipulate, so that would trigger reactions. However, it kept standing up first.
Yeah.
To trigger the reactive strike. It's got the Rift Rend, which is just like Ren except it teleports. And then it's got the Twin Strikes.
One suggestion that I would like to make is to give him an action that he could use with his spear alone. Like throw the spear, teleport to where he was, and he needs to manifest under 1.
So that's a little something that you can actually do. So if you make a ranged Crystal Spear Strike, natural 20, and they become impaled, in Impale, a Jannite can spend a single action with the teleportation trait to move into a space adjacent to a creature impaled by one of its spears.
That's where it is. I thought I read that somewhere and I had an idea. The idea of it being able to just teleport to its spears rather than someone in it. Now, this would be a lot potentially for a GM to keep track of. But say they pull the spear out, drop it, the spear is still there, so it can spend that one action to teleport to the taken out spear and maybe even pick it up or just be next to them and have them be off guard with teleportation tactics to hit them with the claw or with its second spear or something. But that, like I said, that could be a lot to keep track of.
It's also
Yeah.
a lot of actions on its part to like bend down and pick up the spear even.
Yeah, and it's the same, or not even to pick up the spear, just to, like, if I'm over here, it shoots a thing at me, last action, I take it out, do whatever, its turn, it can use its first action to teleport to the dropped spear next to me.
It can already move through via teleport though, just
yeah,
because
but
it
that's
has that
two
teleport.
actions.
Yep.
Is it? Oh, I thought it was one.
It would be
Yeah,
using
translocate
translocate.
two.
Or it could
But
also
that's
just flank charge you.
That's the other thing of it needing, like, keeping track of, okay, yeah, you pull out the spear and it's right there, and then that's
Yeah,
kind
I
of stuff.
think
Like,
I think it's a little too much to like keep track of
Yeah,
to be something
definitely.
that people want to do.
Mm.
I'll
One
do
thing
it.
I would say then is like when he throws the spear, he can teleport to it, but then the spears break and needs to. It's basically like choose one point on the map, teleport to it, and then you don't have a weapon anymore. Like a blink. It's basically a blink with the extra steps.
Hmm.
Well, I think if it teleports it and breaks the spear, that removes the kind of appeal of wanting to teleport
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, fair enough.
No,
I think that's
I like
fine,
the
as long as
ability to
it's
throw it
inside,
and
yeah.
teleport to any impaled creature. I like that.
Yep.
No,
Yeah,
that is good.
I think everything here is good. I really like
Yeah.
the
Okay.
-1.
Yeah.
Is -2 too much?
I don't know. I'd be down for a -2, but that's
I
something
think it was. Didn't he just fail by 1 because of the -1? I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still too new to GMing Pathfinder to know what. I know every -1 and 2.
I mean,
Maybe if it's a crit, maybe if they hit with a crit, it becomes a -2.
maybe. I think I would also be fine just making it a -2 because it is a simple interact action. You don't have to make a check of any
Sure,
sort.
yeah.
Pulling it out doesn't like cause you to start bleeding because you just rip something out of your flesh.
It takes away one of your actions, and an action in Pathfinder and 2e is huge.
It takes away one of your actions, but it's a very worth doing because
It is very much worth doing, but that is still an action where you are
Yeah.
not hurting it in
especially
any way.
once they learn about hostile juxtaposition. I was playing with
Yeah.
nursery crawlers, and every single time they got seated, they spent that action to take seats out.
Yeah. Nope. Not dealing with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think putting a -2 on impale encourages people to get rid of the spears a little bit faster. Or
Mm-hmm.
I like the nasty surprise of hostile juxtaposition
Yeah,
because
he's like,
when
hey,
you stabbed him
Okay.
with the spear and he didn't take any penalties, I was like, oh, I don't have to worry about that. That's just something okay. And then he did the thing, and I'm like, wait a minute. And then he successfully did the thing. I'm like, oh no, we can't have that anymore.
Yeah, the element surprise is really important through this kind of enemy. Can you imagine? He uses this on the cleric, then I would hit the cleric, I would hit for good,
my
do
God,
damage, like 40 on the fucking hit.
yeah. Now to the
Yeah.
cleric's benefit, the cleric is going to have a fantastic will save.
True.
It's going to be much
And
harder to hostile juxtaposition the cleric.
And a surprisingly large pool of health.
Yeah, even on a 2, I succeed. Wait, was it 21?
It is 30, DC 30.
Okay, so I need an 8, but yeah.
But you would have a -2.
That's
so you would
true. I
need-
need a 10.
You need a 10. So
Hey,
55% chance. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's still a good chance of avoiding it.
Yeah, it's a good monster, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
There's some funny ways to use him, in the game.
Absolutely, and I think that's part of the fun, figuring out like how
Yeah.
to use all the teleportation and teleportation of
Like-
others.
I think with the way things were going, a second one, like if there were 2 of them, this would have been a terrifying fight.
Ugh.
Like, oh lord.
Absolutely.
And I'm just realizing the spear having a range of 30 feet. Like if you're hitting someone, they're just within it for hostile juxtaposition. So someone spends all their action to run up to you, and then you just immediately teleport away.
Nope.
That would be so fucking annoying.
Yep.
And then they run back, attack again, and then if you do add the prep, you just do it again. It's so funny. I love
Yeah,
this
so I'm
guy.
gonna do.
I'm
I'm gonna give
out.
it an ability called Foresight. Let me just read up on what preparation says. So it'll be a single action.
Yeah, you get an extra reaction to use one of your rogue reactions, but this thing only has one reaction, so it might still be worth clarifying to use hostile juxtaposition in case they like knock it off a cliff. It can't have two reactions to grab an edge or something, but I don't know if it'd be.
Bring up its picture again, please.
Yep. There you are.
Okay. I thought it had wings, and in my mind it had wings, and I noticed it did not have a fly.
There's
How
no
would that
room
work,
for
though?
wings.
No, that's fine. I was just the way the silhouette of the creature in my memory had wings because of the arms holding up the spears. So
Yep.
Excuse me.
Well, all right.
Also, not everything with wings can fly, I suppose. So,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have wings, so it doesn't matter.
I also love the idea of like, oh my god, that's so evil. It grabs someone and then it translocates them away 120 feet and just starts beating it out of them by themselves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's a bounty hunter. That's actually its
Oh
whole
my
move.
God.
That is something my brother specifically wanted because, like we said, they're bounty hunters. It wants to grab its target and bounce.
Grab and dash.
Oh my
Yep.
god, I'm gonna make a huge map and throw this thing at my players. They'll be like, wait, where'd he go?
Yep.
He's over there. He's killing us.
Yeah,
I had a
do
wyvern.
it on Go
I had
ahead.
a wyvern do a flyby of my party, snatch me up, like because it was nighttime and I was on watch. A wyvern flew by, picked me up, and flew off with me, and the party had no clue.
Oh my god. Something like that almost happened. I'm doing like a naval game and they were on a ship. They got attacked by a harpy. One of the players, who was a goblin, fell unconscious. And as the ship kept moving, right as the harpy was about to leave, saw that they chased him off before he could grab him. But that would have been so amazing. It's like, all right, yep, he just takes him and you're gone. You're fucking dead.
Yeah. No,
My character
if you
did
do
not
that, you
survive
definitely
that encounter.
you definitely want to run the Jannite like in a city and have like dynamic lighting set up so that your
Oh, yeah.
other players actually lose sight of
Mhm.
the Jannite and the
That's
party
when you're
member
the
he
one
stole.
who's being attacked. You use an action to break out your glow stick and just like, I'm over here.
Fire off the
Screw
flare.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Big
Um,
my ass. I forgot we were streaming.
Yep, nope, yeah, we're still streaming, but I think we're about good here. Do you guys have anything
Yeah.
else you want to mention? Any other questions, comments, concerns regarding the Jannite?
No, not really. I think it's really well done. I think it's a really interesting monster that might make its way into something that I do. So
Mhm.
Well,
Also, the fact that it's like intelligent and like can speak and stuff, and it has interplanar teleport. This could be a very cool means of getting your party the
could be
ability to.
an NPC. Yeah.
Yeah. definitely an ally of the party. It doesn't have to come in and start stabbing our kineticist right out of the gate.
Yeah, yeah, and if it does that, I'm certain it charges a ludicrous amount.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one thing that
Those
I
crystal
like,
spears aren't free. They are, but the players don't need to know that.
Mhm.
Mo,
one
you
thing
were
that I would
saying?
like to point out is that the encounter didn't feel like bullshit.
That is
Some
always the
encounters,
goal.
some homebrew monsters that I encounter, they are just frustrating to fight against. The
Yeah,
Jannite in this case was not the case, so that's very fucking good, honestly.
that is always the goal. That is one of the most important things. Now, I will say, like, a lot of my designs have stuff where, like, if your GM's a dick, things are going to suck.
Like this, like the Ren thing, like we were saying, like
Yep.
if you put it over an edge, over a cliff, then you're cooked.
Or a lot of
even
people,
worse.
Yeah, a lot of people
Even
talk
worse.
about the mother mold.
Oh yeah.
I was like, they're like, this thing's insane. I'm like, well, don't play with a GM that's a dick.
Yeah. Or if you're GMing, don't summon something that's stronger than it.
Don't be a dick. Yeah.
But I still
Yeah.
think that's really cool. Like this weaker creature being, it doesn't matter. But
that was the entire point of its design. But some people are.
Yeah, like you use it with Rand and teleports people 30 feet underground.
oh my gosh, like
If you just want to kill your players, just kill your players. Like
Yeah.
you don't
man.
Rocks
Now
fall,
that
everybody dies.
you have
no.
that power.
Mo, now that you've said that, maybe that being the Yeah, maybe any
Within
space
30
within
feet
30
within
feet
line of sight.
that it can see.
Yeah, line of sight. Yeah.
Maybe that's
Okay,
worth.
yeah, that's fair.
You're teleported 30 foot
The
underground.
target
Your
must
lungs are
have
filled
on a
with
failure,
rocks,
the creature is
and
teleported to any space of the Jannite's choosing that it can see within 30 feet.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's
Good call. Good call.
just because, like, I don't think anyone here would have actually like done that because that's awful.
No,
But,
yeah,
like,
please.
teleporting one of us into that building over there because it could see through the window would be funny.
That'd be fun. Yeah, you have to
yeah,
run out the door and open it, and yep.
waste your actions getting back inside.
Yeah. Find out the door's locked, and you're like, ah!
All right,
You have
don't
to
break through
break
the
it.
window. All right, you take 6 slashing damage as you get cut by glass.
Defenestration.
That's
Excellent.
a fun way to use it. I like it.
I do think that covers the test tonight. So I want to thank you, or thank everybody that came out to watch this, that are watching this in the future on YouTube. I want to thank you. I want to thank the new players who came and helped me run this Monster Mash.
More than happy to. I had a lot of fun.
It was really fun.
It was a great time. We might not be back next Saturday because next Saturday is my brother comes into town. So,
Oh, nice. You should
Yep.
tell him his monster was fun.
I
Yeah.
will. Yeah, I'll probably going to message him after this. But so until next time, stay safe, be good, and we'll see you later. Bye bye.